ahead, take us in, Grant.
I'm not recording yet.
We are.
Yeah.
Are we?
Is my right. Welcome to Bones, Twigs and Wigs.
Damn, baby.
The podcast about music.
Sometimes.
What's up, my beautiful people out there? This is your boy, Johnny Jones, and I'm with my brother, Steve. Say what's up, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
And I'm with my brother, Grant. Say what's up, Grant.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good morning for him. It's good night for me, and it's bedtime for Steve. So, you know.
What's that mean?
But anyway, man, this is the Bones, Twigs, and Wigs podcast, and we have another episode of vinyl impressions for you guys. So all of my vinyl lovers out there, you know, make sure you check this out. You know, we might school you on something, or we might be sharing something that you already know. If that's the case, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the works, man. Hit us up too, man. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. So today, it's my turn to bring a record. And lately, I've been bringing, you know, the little simple ones, you know, little 45s with like one song on each side and everything. And I decided to go with this one record. It's one of my favorites. It's a 45 and it's by the Flying Stars of Brooklyn, New York. So I'm gonna show it off first and then we'll get into it. You know, little sleeve, right?
That's old school. Nice and simple.
Very old school. Boom.
Yeah.
Clear
And
vinyl.
it's clear. So it's clear vinyl. I think it's like acrylic or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, like clear vinyl. I heard the song. The song is called My God Has a Telephone. And I was like on Apple Music one day and it just popped up on like a playlist. And I was like, what is this, man? This is like groovy. You know what I'm saying? Like really like old school and everything. I did my research and you know, found out like it's not like an old song. It sounds like an old song. It has like that old, you know, 60s type of vibe. And I'm like, yo, this song just came out in like the 2010s, you know what I'm saying? Like the last decade. So so that already blew my mind because I'm like, oh man, I love when artists try to bring that old vibe back. There's so many artists like Mayer Hawthorne, Fitz and the Tantrums, Leon Bridges. All of those guys are like really paying homage to like, you know, that old school flavor. So after doing more research, I found out that they had, you know, their song available on, you know, different streaming sites, and then as well as vinyl. And then I'm looking at the vinyl and I'm like, oh man, it's limited edition. So I had to get it, man. I'm like, I've never seen a clear vinyl before, so I had to snag it. And I think it was like $50, but
Whoa.
it's well spent. Near mint condition. I've only played it like maybe 3 times, and yeah, bro, I'm a fan, man. So
That's cool.
before we get into, you know, like details and you know, questions and all that good stuff, I just want to give you guys, because I'm sure you guys never heard of this guy, the Flying Stars of Brooklyn, New York. Now it's funny, right? Steve, you said they or something like that earlier, like when we were off cam. So you think it's a group?
I know that the guy is a drummer.
Right.
But that's about it, really. I had a quick look online. I mean, I thought he was a black dude as well, which threw me off completely. So,
Boys got soul, right?
man, but there's certain voices, and you're like, well, that's a black guy, that's a black girl. It's just certain voices, and yeah, that threw me off a little bit. And he was a drummer in different projects, I think. So I presumed it was him playing drums, singing, and then session guys, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know like the full details on like the whole, you know, session or anything like that, but yeah, man, it's actually just one guy.
Right.
I'll read a little bio real quick. It says the Flying Stars of Brooklyn, New York is the gospel recording project of Aaron Frazier, drummer and occasional singer of Duran Jones and the Indications.
Yeah.
Recorded on a 4-track tape machine, these songs carry the traditions of private press gospel into a new generation. Debut single out via Coal Mine Records and yada yada yada.
Wow.
But yeah, man, bro, I was shocked. I thought it was a whole band, cause like the way that is, promoted and published and everything. I'm like, oh man, Flying Stars. And when I first heard the song, I'm looking up Flying Stars of Brooklyn, and I see nothing else but these two songs, and I'm like, they don't have anything else, like, say what's going on, But yeah, man, like it was literally just like a project, and that was the other thing that made me fall in love with the artist himself. Cause I love when artists they do these particular things, they come up with like these weird names and they just like promote the hell out of it, and you think that's like the name of the band or the name of the artist, and come to find out it's the name of the project that they're working on at the time, and that's art, bro. You feel me? So I dig it, man. I dig it.
Like it.
So there's 2 songs on there. My God Has a Telephone. It's hilarious, man. Just like the title is hilarious.
I just love the title.
Yeah, man. And Live On. Let me get you guys' input on, how you guys feel about it. What did you think about the 2 records, G?
I just had a bunch of my questions answered by you then. It was
Oh,
recorded
yeah?
on a 4-track.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I couldn't get past that.
Oh, dang, man. So you wasn't feeling like the audio?
I think, I mean, for lack of a better term, yeah, that's yeah. Just because, like, I don't understand the virtues of recording music a way that used to be done, when that is not how the music actually sounds whilst it's being recorded. The fact that you have more modern technology to record music more accurately depicting the way that the music would sound if you were in the room with said musicians, and you're refusing to do that just out of some sort of weird nostalgic point of view,
Right.
that doesn't make sense to me.
Do you not think
It's
it adds that flavor though?
No, because the flavor doesn't actually exist.
I don't know. I looked at it like a guitar amp, for example. They all have different tones, different sounds, different whatever. So it sort of give me that, like you said, nostalgic in a bad way. Then that for me was the opposite. I thought it was an old song at first until I had a quick look online. I was like, oh, it's a new song, because it had that vibe to it. And I think
just
that is
shittily recorded.
Well, yeah, probably, yeah.
But man, I don't know, man, because like
He's
maybe
done
I'm
good at
just
mixing it on a 4-track, by the way. Sorry to jump in, but like to mix it on a 4-track, the harmonies and stuff, I was like, whoa, that's
you know what
impressive.
I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I just feel like maybe I'm just a little weird, because I enjoy, music like that, like from that time period where it's like it sounds like the 50s and the 60s. Some of my favorite tunes like came from that era, like because of like pretty much, how can I say this? My vinyl collection is made up of like tunes from that era. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of like, let's say, vinyl records. Like vinyl is starting to come back now, and a lot of these hip hop artists are dropping their albums and they're coming out with a vinyl version, like a record version, LP version, or whatever you want to call it. And like, for example, Drake, like Drake can come out with a rap album and then all of a sudden it's like on a vinyl shelf, like being sold. And I'm like, that's not how I want to hear Drake. But let's say like a Leon Bridges, you know what I'm saying?
If you want to hear Drake.
You know, I mean, I like Drake, but that's another story. But let's say like a Leon Bridges, like, he dropped something, right? And it has that old school soulful flavor. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, man, this would sound great on vinyl. Just because of like the sound, the way it was like recorded. I'm like, oh man, like I gotta get this on vinyl. Now that's a little different, it's still like a newer 2000 song, but yet, it still has that old school flavor. So that's just the way that I like to listen to vinyl, man. Like I just love hearing, that authentic sound and like that really like old school sound. And that's what I really appreciate about the Flying Stars of Brooklyn. Cause yeah, man, my man took his time, bro. Like I feel what you're saying, but you know, I give him props.
Well,
like it sounds authentic. It puts you in a place, like, and it puts you in like a time period, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, if by authentic you mean it was recorded not as well as people that were recording in the 50s and 60s, because it's like this is the way that I look at it. If you went to go and see this person live, would you go with a giant sheet of foam in front of your face? Just so it sounds authentic to you?
I mean, of course not, man. But if you're sitting at home and you're listening to vinyl, you know, like, or you're just like, you know, you're expecting a certain vibe, you know, then yeah, like, of course, like, you're gonna want to hear that particular vibe. I mean, I would love to hear this guy do this whole thing live. Like, I don't even think you can find it on YouTube. All I see is like a bunch of videos with him and his previous band.
Yeah, same.
You know, covering some songs. Well, not covering some songs, but singing songs and things like that. Amazing vocals too, by the way. Like, very, you know, up in the rafters. He's just like, he's got like he's very unique, you know.
How old is the dude actually?
He's got to be like, I give him late 20s, early 30s. You know, I don't know for sure. His name on Instagram is Kid Bailey or something like that. So yeah, man, if you guys want to check him out, just type in Kid_Bailey. Or you can just find him from Duran. I'll make sure I put this in like the, you know, description and everything. It's Duran Jones and the Indications.
Yeah.
And even that band itself, like, it's amazing. You know, it's super dope. I think it's like a 7-8 piece band or something like that. They got just songs for days, and they actually have that same style as well, where it's like all of their music sounds like it's from the 60s. They all like, none of the songs really, well, I'm not going to say every song doesn't sound like it was recorded on a 4-track tape machine, Grant, but but you know, it still gives you that, you know, that 60s that 50s 60s vibe, you know.
Do you know, I'm just as we're talking, I'll have a quick look. The Indications, their first record they did was 2016, and they all met in college.
Wow.
And they recorded their first one, and there's 5 of them in the band actually. I think they have people that join them every now and again as well. But
that's probably what it is, yeah.
But they recorded their first album for $452.11 and a case of beer. And that just reminds me of everything I did when I was 19, trying to record things and having no money and going, oh, man, I'll give you a case of beer. Can we just use your microphone or something like that? You know, just like trying to beg and borrow off people.
Right.
Was that in 2016?
That was in 2016. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, for less money, you could record at a much higher quality.
Well, no, that's not this single. That's not this single. That's his band. I don't know what his band record on. That's separate. It's a separate project. This might be, I don't know whether this project is specific to, he wanted just to do a 4-track recording, maybe, as an experiment.
That's not the point, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? The point is to just have that old school sound. Put yourself, and like you said, nostalgia. Like, put yourself in that vibe.
My point is that is not what it sounds like.
What does it sound like? I don't even. I heard you say what it sounded like. Yeah. So I don't care. Like, it's still dope. It's still dope to me.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, it's the artist's vision. For any of us, for any musician, if they want to record it that way, I'm like, fair play to you. Do whatever you want to do. I mean, I personally liked it. I liked it because I thought it was an old recording. Would I want to record on a 4-track? Hell no, because I used to do that, and it takes forever. And if you make a mistake, you got to start. Yeah, that's another thing, actually. The skill that goes into that, you can't just copy and paste and do all this sort of stuff, and it is what it is, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it takes a bit of skill.
But it's funny because, like, it brings up a good point, because you have some listeners who, you know, they really appreciate things sonically, you know, like the way that things sound. And then you have some people who just really appreciate the vibe that they can grab off of like a project or a song. This was definitely a vibey one. Now, granted, you know, I do appreciate a nice, good sounding, well mixed song, you know, and but yeah, this one was definitely not that, but I still just love this project for some reason, bro. You know, the lyrics to this song is like so catchy. And you guys know, like I'm a gospel type of guy anyway, you know, so I can just like really appreciate it as well. But yeah, man, like the lyrics, just like the vibe, the instrumentations, everything. I'm just like, man, I feel like I'm in a 59 Impala, like, or Chevy or something. I'm just like driving down the street, you know, like just doing my thing, you know, just rolling out. So yeah, man, it's definitely a fun record to listen to, you know.
Yeah, I think it's worth people checking out 100%. Like, I mean, if you like Grant, you might not like it. It's not, like you're saying, it's not a crisp, clear recording in that sense, but
I haven't said anything about the songs or the music yet.
I was about to ask you that too.
Gonna,
Now, what did you like about it? We know what you don't like. What did you like about it?
It's the first time he smiled, man.
He's like, I like the name.
I've put off my coffee to begin this episode. What was that? I like the name. I mean, I like the songs on the record itself. I like. I just have no real. I can't get past the aesthetic choice of choosing to poorly record it. It seems.
And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like he's got it's like that slightly post Motown sort of Al Greeny sort of style to it. Everything in falsetto, like like that Frankie Valli style sort of thing.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's like everything's driven from the bass, which is a nice. I always kind of like that. There's always that interesting contrast of the guy constantly singing at the top of his register, but all the harmony is like very specifically derived from the low end.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of space in the middle.
I was about to say the space is it lets it breathe. I love that stuff, rather than packing it. Oh, in the sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's all accompanied by a that doesn't need to be there.
It's like crowd noise.
Man, you gotta hear it on vinyl, man. Sounds even better.
Oh yeah, there's even more of that.
Yeah, man.
hey, maybe I should go and get my dad's Trans Am and listen to it on a tape deck.
Get an 8-track and stick it in your car.
I'm telling you, man. But I do feel you, and yeah, he definitely has that Frankie Valli, Delphonics type of vibe. Like what's that old song? La 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 la. Is it la 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 means I love you? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. La 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 la.
Is it 3 la's? Like, I think the title is like 3
in
la's.
In the title, it's 3 la's. Yeah.
Yeah.
La, la,
but you guys know that song. La 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 la. You know? Yeah.
Does anybody else know that song from Nicolas Cage singing it?
No.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the Nicolas Cage movie The Family Man?
Family. Yes.
One of his better movies.
Yeah. That's the one where he's where he wakes up and then all of a sudden he's like a dad and a husband and all that stuff.
He wakes up in the reality had he chosen to not get on the plane and choose the career over the girl, and he ends up in a like middle class sort of. Yeah. He works at his father-in-law's tire shop and stuff. But then he goes back and he watches his like wedding video because he's got to figure out what happened in my life, and Nicolas Cage like, la la la.
I do remember that movie, man. Now I actually
Prince does it too, that song, but yeah.
Prince does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hear that. Yeah, I'm interested in that. But nah, man, I actually just know that from just being black. just honestly, like,
I like
being a black guy. You know what I'm saying?
And I come with a Nicolas Cage reference.
Right? He's like, yeah, I know it from this.
That's
Nicolas
the whitest
Cage movie.
reference ever, Nicolas Cage.
No, I'm just like, bro, like, You know, bro,
Is it like
I've
a
heard this
starter
song.
pack, like your black starter pack? Here you go. Here's a Delphonics. Here's this one.
You
I'm
know?
a cat. I'm a.
But nah, but Steve, you said what? You said it's the
I'm black starter pack. What do you get? Like I don't know, like Delphonics and business.
Man, you
what
get-
food do you
look,
get in
you
a black
get-
starter pack?
you get
Like-
you get Marvin Gaye. You get a bunch of other Motown records. You get Temptations.
Beautiful.
You know, you might get the Supremes in there. You know,
Swear
what
to
I'm
God, I'm
saying?
black. This is what I grew up with, man.
I'm
Where's
telling you, man.
They put everything in my black starter pack except the
Man.
black. I
I'm
missed out on the
telling
black, man. This guy-
I'm telling you, man. Like this is just this is how I grew up. You know, like this really like that Delphonic sound, and things that sounded like the Flying Stars of Brooklyn, like that type of vibe. It wasn't my parents' generation, but it was definitely like my grandparents' generation. Like like my grandfather, he would, you know, like at night sometimes, you know, we're at dinner and he would just throw on some music and you would hear stuff that sounded like this. Not super like party stuff like you know, trying to think like any like bebop or you know Motown stuff that was like upbeat, which is really yeah, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
They all have the same
you know,
bass line.
yeah, like you just hear more chill stuff like you know, like I Love You or what's another like Temptations one? You guys ever heard
My Girl?
Rain? I wish it nah. My Girl's still kind of like a little too fast paced, not like so chill. But like you would hear stuff like I Wish It Would Have Rained by Temptations. Beautiful song too, man. It's like just the lyrics in itself. He's like, I know to you it might sound strange, but I wish it would rain.
Yeah.
And like he's like begging the sunshine and blue skies to go away. Like, oh my God, man.
You've
He
really
wrote it
gotta-
about Manchester. He wrote it about Manchester. So
You've really got to stretch out the word strange to make that one rhyme, don't you?
yeah.
You know, right, bro? I'm telling you, man. And shout out to David Ruffin, man. He did an awesome job singing that song. And oh man, like I wish I had that on vinyl. Like that'd definitely be the vinyl impressions for real.
But yeah, this
'cause
record
that's
does
a
have
good
that sort
record.
of you can kind of see everybody doing this.
You know. Yeah.
You know,
You know,
Julian's
just kinda
favorite
like-
move.
Right. Just everybody's just kind of grooving to it, you know. But yeah, man, like I think that's another reason why I really appreciate, you know, this particular project. You know, just the Flying Stars of Brooklyn and My God Has a Telephone, Live On. Both songs, man, just kind of took me back to that time where it's like, man, like my grandparents would really appreciate this song and they won't even believe that, you know, this guy is like around my age. You know what I'm saying? And
Especially if
he-
you listen to the record.
and he recorded it in, you know, like the last decade, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a couple years ago. So yeah, man, you know, it's a big thing for me, you know.
It's Grant's favorite so far. I can
Yeah,
tell.
it's Grant's favorite. He loves it.
Wait till we get to your record this week, Steve.
Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today, wait till you hear my record choice, Grant's
Right.
other favorite
Oh yeah,
song.
it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh boy,
hilarious.
this is a tough week for me, guys.
Very tough.
But you know what? But you see, here's the thing. See, I wouldn't have said anything that I've said if the vinyl wasn't clear.
No, I mean, I feel
You know what I mean?
I feel you. Yeah, and that's
Because
why I
the
asked
second-
you. You know, go ahead.
The second you said, "Oh, clear vinyl," I was like, "Oh shit, it's not an old record." Because you know, I don't unless I have any sort of like prior knowledge to the record anyway.
Right,
If you give me something that I don't know anything about, I'm just going to listen to it.
right.
I'm not going to look up the history of it or anything. I'd rather learn that on the fly.
Right. Mhm.
So the second you go, "Oh, you know, it was like last decade that it was recorded," I went, "Oh no."
Right. It's like, you serious? Like for
Oh,
real?
the clear vinyl. I was like, "Oh, like my vinyl of Continuum." Oh no.
Like Mayor.
Yeah.
All those like we were talking the other day, one of these previous episodes about how one thing that I kind of like about getting a classic or just an old record, but a later print of it is that people get a lot more creative with the color of the vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy that. Like, I've got Frank by Amy Winehouse, for instance, and the vinyl is pink.
It's a great album.
I dig it.
So much better than Back to Ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
If you dig that, and I'm trying not to pick like vinyl impressions that like where like the vinyl just looks cool. Like I wanna, I wanna actually pick stuff that I actually think sounds really great. So wait till you guys see my next one. I think my next pick is gonna be pretty dope, but I'm gonna share that off camera with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So my listeners and viewers, my cool cats and felines out there, you just gonna have to wait and see for that. Yes sir. Well, all right. Right on. Show
wait,
you.
Now you're Matthew McConaughey. Like,
Nah,
All
man.
right.
Nah, son.
All right.
can Johnny
Bro.
do a Matthew McConaughey impression?
I probably could. He has like, you guys know the car Lincoln, like the Lincoln
Oh,
cars?
those ads. Oh,
Bro,
man.
I'm tired of seeing those ads, bro. I'm like, how did he get a Lincoln deal,
Are
son?
we
Like,
driving the car? Is the car driving us? All right.
We do not get those adverts. You don't see Lincolns in England. We don't have Lincolns. Our roads aren't big enough, man.
but yeah. Oh, Lincolns are some humongous.
They're like
cars,
Cadillacs,
bro.
aren't they? Am I correct in saying they're sort of like Cadillacs?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like what
they just-
Huggy Bear drives in Starsky and Hutch.
yeah, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Or what he
Lincoln
gets
and-
driven in. Yeah.
It's like
Who else
police
is-
drive them, don't they? Definitely.
If you listen to Rapper's Delight, they talk
Undercover.
about the Lincoln convertible. And, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like Lincolns and Chryslers, some big cars, yo. And Buicks actually. Buicks have some big cars. Shaq is like what is it? He's like he's kind of like the Matthew McConaughey of Buicks. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq
Which says a lot. Bro, there's a commercial with Shaq. He gets in like a Buick sedan and he's like sitting comfortably actually, and he's just like talking about, yeah, man, this car is this and that, yada yada. And as a viewer, you're like, dang, if Shaq can fit in that mug, like it must got a lot of room in there. You know, what
I
I'm
would
saying?
get lost.
I'll never be able to drive this car.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd get in that car, and then 3 years later, you'd have to send it a search party or something.
right? Just get lost.
He's falling
Get
down the
lost
crack.
with it.
Oh man.
But yeah, all right, guys, we can go ahead and end this one. So, thank you guys for tuning in to Bones, Twigs, and Wigs. These are your 3 co-hosts with the most. I'm Johnny Jones. We got my boy Steven Berg, and we got my boy Grant Wiggins. I don't know if he
All
likes
names.
to use. I don't know if he likes to use his actual last name or his like fake last name, but I just throw them both out there.
The bestowed upon DJ. name.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys pick one, man. Just have your choice, But but yeah, man, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys are, looking to get into vinyl, it's super easy. You can go to like your local bookstore that may have it. You can even go to like a music shop. There's like a lot of different places, and you'll be surprised, like different CD shops and record stores that are still open in your area. And you can always shop online as well. A lot of people, they can find like some really good gold, just like shopping online. In particular, there's a website that I like to use called Discogs. So that's a free shout out right there for discogs.com. I'll make sure I put that in the description as well. But you can go in there, you can buy, you can sell vinyl, you can add to a wish list, you can add to a list that you already have so you don't buy vinyl again, like buy the same record over again. All types of stuff, man. So make sure you check that out. If you're already into vinyl, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hit us up, bro. Like, we'll like to see what you guys are listening to out there, what you guys are hiding in your collection and cherishing and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rapping, and we're gonna start tracking. All right? Yeah.
Hey.
Sounds good. Sounds
Ho.
good. All right.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ho.
All right. That's enough, Steve. That's enough. That's enough, brother. That's enough.
I can't believe you used to be a dancer.
I can't either, bro. I don't see it.
I didn't
just
used to
don't
be a
see it.
dancer. I danced on my own. It wasn't like I was part of a troupe.
Like really? Like,
It's just a Michael
competitively?
Jackson stuff. Oh, it's very specific Michael Jackson. Like I learned my own routines.
you
I
wanna-
taught myself how to moonwalk. All that stuff is like a 13-year-old. Like
To
Oh my
there was
take
no
us out of
no
this
training
episode, do you
there apart from my
wanna-
own to meet.
Do you want to do a dance to take us out?
Yeah, do a dance.
There
There
you go.
Yeah,
For
there
the
you go.
viewers.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, for the listeners, you guys are not missing anything right now. You got.
I'm not
You
having
look like
a
one
dance.
of
I'm
the-
actually having a heart
you-
attack. Send help. Send help.
You look like one of the in-betweeners.
Oh, crap. You still look like your coffee cup.
Oh man. All right, guys, we are out of here, man. Thanks again for tuning in, and this is Bones, Twigs, and Wigs.